how to get bass slam. Yes, slam. All right, this question comes to us from Barry in Adelaide, Australia. And he writes, "Hi, Paul. I'm using a Rel Studio 3 subwoofer with my Rado D3 main speakers." Wow, that's some good stuff, man. "I'm running the Rel, as you have recommended, off the speaker outputs from my Griffin Diablo 300 integrated amp." Dude, you got some nice stuff here. "The problem is that though I get plenty of low bass, the system is missing the bass slam and clarity, which should accompany the sound of certain instruments, say when a percussionist strikes a large drum. I've experimented with speaker positioning and the crossover settings on the Rel, but it's just not happening." Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, I mean, here we are in our little speaker area, and just, you all know we're working on new speakers, and Chris, our speaker designer, has created, this is what the, this is what's called an SLA, a stereolithographic, anyway, it's just, it's fake. But that's where the tweeter goes in the mid-range, and there's going to be this little horn loading. It's pretty cool. We're going to do some testing on it. So look, here, the bottom line is this. You're not getting bass slam from the subwoofer, okay? So don't even think about it. The bass slam, the transient impact of a woofer, comes from your Rados. That comes from the main speaker. So if we were to turn off the subwoofer altogether, it would not or should not affect the slam that we're looking at. So now that we know that the subwoofer is the wrong place to look for slam, and we can go over some of the settings that you might want to think about, because I assume, the Rados, I don't know which, you told me, but I don't really know Rados that well. They, even though they're gorgeous cabinets, they've got that wonderful, sort of like what we're doing, that wonderful, planar, or I think it's a planar or ribbon mid-range. I was never very impressed with their bottom end, frankly, to be, it's good stuff. It's expensive stuff. I mean, we used Rados at, I think they're from Denmark or something. We used them at one of the Munich high-end audio shows, and I struggled with the bass on those systems. So what you're going to have to do is figure out a way to move the Rados themselves. So here's what I would do, given you're going to stick with that speaker. Turn the subwoofer off. Start playing something that should have slam. Your example was a percussive piece, okay? So let's say you got something where a boom, 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 something's being whacked on. Put that little snippet on repeat. Now this can take a little bit of time, but put that on repeat. And from your listening chair to your speakers and back, walk slowly, listening for that slam that you're looking for, because there will be a place in the room where whatever the Rados are giving you for slam, that will sound the best right there at that point in the room. Now, you got a couple of choices. When you find that place, you'll have a couple of choices. You can either move your seat to that if it's not too close or too far away from the speaker, or you can start doing the opposite, knowing what you're listening for with your listening position. Now that you know what you're listening for, start moving the speakers closer and farther away until you hear what you're looking for in that slam. It's about the best. It's going to come from setting those Rados up, and there's not much else you can do about it. But that's going to be the trick. That's basically what you're going to have to do. All right? Well, good luck with that. I think you can get there. They're really good speakers. They need some tweaking. All right. Thanks for the question. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.